It's one thing to desire wealth. It's another thing to achieve it. It's one thing to work for money. It's another thing to make money work for you. To take your finances to the next level, you need someone to show you the ropes. At United Capital Plc, we provide you with the support you need to achieve your financial goals. Whether it's capital raising, trustee services, stock trading, mutual funds, or loans, our seasoned financial advisors are available to help you make the best investment decisions. For more information on our services, go to www.unitedcapitalplcgroup.com or visit us at any of our offices in Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Kano, Kaduna, Warri, Onitsha, Ibadan, and Ghana. United Capital PLC, the intelligent choice.
Money Minute with United Capital PLC on Smooth 98.1.
We are not stopping our investments anywhere else in Nigeria.
United Capital PLC, the intelligent choice.
Well, my guest is apparently very excited to be in the studio. Welcome to Money Minute with United Capital. Now, this show is dedicated to helping you manage your personal finance as well as make more informed financial decisions and ultimately navigate your way to financial freedom. Now, I've got a special guest with me. You probably heard him chuckle just a few seconds ago. His name is Olubenga Kolawole. He's the head institutional sales at United Capital Securities Limited. Hello, Olubenga. Welcome.
Hello, Zibi.
Awesome. Nice to have you.
Thank you.
All right. And I have to say, though, you are the tallest guest from United Capital I've had in all these weeks. So, yeah, just some statistics throwing it out there.
Thank you, Zibi.
Okay, so today we're talking about understanding the stock market. Now, if you've got any questions about the stock market, how it works, how you can be involved, please send your messages to us, all right? You can do that via WhatsApp number. It is 0809 444 0981. Or you can also tweet at Smooth981. Hello, Olubenga, and welcome once again.
Thank you very much, Zibi.
And how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. So it's awesome to have you here. And just in case we have some first timers, I always ask everyone that comes through on the show this question. Could you tell us a little bit more about United Capital?
Thank you, Zibi. United Capital PLC is African leading investment banking and publicly listed financial services group, and we cover solutions around investment banking, asset management, trustee services, security trading, wealth management, and consumer and finance solutions. We also operate a business office in Ghana, which then facilitates capital flows across the Africa region. It is worthy of mention that United Capital PLC was recently named one of Africa's fastest growing companies by the UK Financial Times.
Interesting. And United Capital has been around for about 5 decades?
Sure.
Nice. Okay. So, thank you very much for that. So, I want to ask, yes, we hear a lot about stocks, and sometimes it's kind of, that word is sort of used interchangeably with shares or equity. So, back to basics now, Olubenga. What exactly is a stock? And how does the stock market work?
Thank you, Zibi, again. Again, those words are used interchangeably, equity, shares, and stock, right? But basically, a stock is a financial instrument that represents ownership in a company. So, as for example, when you buy a company stock, you're actually purchasing a small piece of that company and ultimately become a part owner of that company. So, I'll give an example here. If a company has about 100,000 shares and you buy 1,000 of those shares, you own 1% of that company, and that then gives you opportunity, to benefit from the company's corporate actions, which include dividend payouts, bonuses if declared, and ultimately capital gains in the future. But all of these activities of buying and selling happens on a platform, and that platform is called stock exchange or stock market. So then that platform called stock exchange or stock market is a platform where buyers and sellers come to trade publicly listed companies. So, for example, if there's a public offering if there's an IPO, initial public offering by any company, right, one of the things you watch out for is, will that offering be listed on an exchange where you can eventually, sell those shares or buy more? So the exchange is then a secondary market where these shares are aggregated and you have willing buyers and willing sellers.
Okay, so I've seen movies where some people who I think are traders, right, are watching gigantic screens and they're screaming and talking. Is that what the stock market
Absolutely.
is? Okay, all right. So what kind of companies are listed on the Nigerian stock market?
Okay, only public companies are listed on the exchange, and this is because if you're going to issue shares and get funding from the public, you have to convert from a private company to a public company. So companies that are listed on an exchange are just public companies, and you have these companies across different sectors, from financial service sectors, ICT, agriculture, oil and gas, utilities, and so on and so forth. For the Nigerian exchange, they actually have 12 subsectors, right? And today you have over 115 companies listed on the Nigerian exchange, and absolutely, if you buy any of these shares or any of their stocks, you are actually a shareholder of that company. So, for example, United Capital Plc is listed, so you can buy our shares and be a part owner.
And then I can come
United
and say,
Capital.
you know what, I own 0.1%.
Absolutely, yes. So that makes me work for you then.
Okay, I like that. All right. So there are generally so many terms that people associate with stock trading. So for people who are trying to get in on the business, because I mean, with the state of the economy, everyone is trying to see how they can make some more money and invest, right? So could you explain some of these stock market terms that sound a bit difficult for the layman like Zibi?
Okay, sure. So, for example, you have things like bid, you have things like offer, right? So bid is basically, the price at which an investor is willing to buy, and the offer price or the ask price is the price at which investor is willing to sell. And if the bid price and the offer price matches, then a trade is executed. You also have terminologies like bull market, right? A bull market occurs when the price of shares is on the rise. And a bear market, like we currently have, the market is bearish. A bear market occurs when the price of shares fall for a sustained period of time.
So is that a good thing?
When it's bearish, it depends on which lens you're looking at it. For good investors, right, is a good time to come into the market because the prices are falling. You take advantage if you have the appetite for risk. And you also have a final word like dividend, which Zibi, I know you're interested in.
Very.
Right? It's typically the sum of money paid by companies to shareholders out of its profit.
Okay, so I've got some questions coming through on WhatsApp. This one is from Ogene Maru, and he's from Ojota, and he says, can stocks be used as collateral for loans?
Absolutely, yes. All right. It depends on the criteria for any organization you want to get loan from. Basically what they will ask is your holdings, in the stock market, and then you are then eligible for loans. Yes, sure.
Okay. So coming back to the terms you've explained, the bull market, bear market, and dividends, what factors should a person consider if they are purchasing shares in a company?
Yeah, sure. There are a number of factors that you consider, but like I always advise, it's good you speak with your professionals, in this case, United Capital Plc. But for individuals, especially for the knowledge of our audience, if you're interested in investing in any particular company, it's important you follow the market, understand the market. And how do you do that? Their financials are on the public domain. You can check out their financials to understand their financial stability. Check out their annual report as well to get information. So you should look at what constitutes their management and things like that. What's their plan? What's the historical price and historical, dividend payout and things like that. But ultimately, I always recommend that you engage a professional to advise you.
Okay, I've got a message from Dami, and Dami says, thank you, United Capital, for this session. With the way the Nigerian economy is performing, what is your advice for first-time stock buyers?
It's basic and very simple. You start gradually as a first-time buyer. I would like you to also understand the market. And so for me, I would just advise that you engage a professional because this is a new area for you and that you really do not understand. So engaging a professional will then guide you into getting to the market. If not, you get your fingers burnt.
Okay, so you've spoken about risk appetites, right? That came up a short while ago, but I want to ask this question. Are there any risks that are associated with trading in stocks?
Oh yeah, sure. There's always risk associated with any form of investment. And remember the words that says the higher the risk, the higher the return. And if you're thinking of investing in stock market, well, you're not alone. A lot of people are thinking about that. But the reality is that investing in stock market carries a lot of risk. But when approached in a disciplined manner, right, it is one of the most efficient way to build up your net worth. And so there are risks identified with it. You can invest today at a price of, say, 10 naira, and tomorrow the price goes to 2 naira. So you've lost certain value. But until you sell, you do not crystallize that loss, right? So some of these risks you can mitigate if you engage a professional. And in this case, United Capital Plc is happy to engage you and put you through and help you mitigate this risk.
All right, this is Money Minute with United Capital Plc, and we're speaking with Olubenga Kolawole. He's the head institutional sales at United Capital Securities Limited, and you've got the proper stock trader businessman pose right now.
Thank you, Zibi.
We've got some more questions coming through. Don't forget, if you have any questions or any comments about the stock market, you can send them to us via WhatsApp 0809 444 0981. This message, I can't see a name on it, but it says, how frequently do companies announce dividends, and do we always have to go to newspapers to check?
Okay, great. Dividends are usually announced after a certain periods. You have interim dividend and final dividend as well. It could be biannual, but majority of companies will then announce their dividend after their full year financials are out. And so basically, if you want to take an average, so once a year.
Once a year. Okay. So I want to ask this. How do you know the best time to buy or maybe even sell a stock?
Yeah, so there's entry and exit. When, like we just discussed, during a bearish market, you look at price to take informed decision on whether to buy or not. But again, I will always tell people, right, if you want to come into the market, why not go through professionals? Why not go through, the experts who will guide you? For example, United Capital will send out recommendations every Monday through all our social media platforms. We also send out the recommendation to our clients and also our subscribers. And what is in the recommendations, we will tell you when to buy and at what point you should also exit. So that then tells you the right time to come in and also the right time to exit the market. Now,
this definitely seems like a lot of work, and is it something that a person can keep up with themselves?
If you're not a professional, I don't think you'll be able to keep up with that, because I can imagine what our research. We have a robust research team that works on this daily and then pull out these informations to our clients and our subscribers.
Okay, so for listeners who are interested, how can they get started if they actually want to start stock trading, particularly with United Capital?
Okay, thanks. And thanks to our listeners. If you want to get started, please just visit investnow.ng or download the InvestNow app on Google Play Store or iOS App Store. You can actually open your account and trade across all our asset class on the platform. And just maybe in another few months, we also have a new InvestNow app that is coming out that is very efficient to help you with all the trading tips that you need.
All right. So the InvestNow store is available on Google Play Store and iOS App Store as well. All right. This has been an engaging session. Unfortunately, we're almost out of time. It feels like the time goes by so quickly. But if you have any further questions, unfortunately, we can't take any more right now, but you can send them to United Capital on Twitter, right? So all you need to do is tag at United Cap and use the hashtag Money Minute with UCAP. That is how you can contact United Capital on Twitter. And of course, you can follow United Capital on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, all at United Capital PLC. And don't forget, on Twitter, it's at United Cap. So thank you so much, Olubenga Kolawole, for being here and sharing your wisdom.
Thank you, Zebe, for hosting me today, and thanks to our audience for tuning in. Just my last comment, if you want to learn more about trading in stocks and other financial tips, please don't forget to follow us across all our social media platforms. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at United Capital Plc, and on Twitter at United Cap. Do have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Olubenga does my job so well. And that's it for Money Minutes with United Capital. I'm Zibi. There's a lot more to come on the Smooth Drive.
Money Minute with United Capital Plc. United Capital Plc, the intelligent choice.
Love music. Love life.
Hey, it just feels good. 98.1.
Smooth. 98.1.
Making money? That can be hard. Saving money? That can be harder. But investing your money? That should be a breeze. At United Capital PLC, ease and accessibility are our watchwords. Our investment solutions are tailor-made to help you grow your wealth. With our Invest Now platform, you can invest in Naira and dollar-denominated mutual funds, stocks, trusts, and even access loans, all from the comfort of your mobile phone. To get started, visit www.investnow.ng. Download the Invest Now app from Play Store or App Store. United Capital PLC, the intelligent choice.